I'm flying Norse economy, Oslo, Norway to Miami.
Come fly with me today as we compare two very different ways to cross the Atlantic with Norse Atlantic Airways. In this video I'll be showing you both the economy and the premium experiences side by side, giving you a real look at what you can actually get for your money. Is it worth saving the cash in economy? Or does upgrading to premium make more sense? I'll compare the cabins, the seating, the food, the comfort, the service and the overall value. So by the end of this trip, you'll know exactly what Norse ticket is right for you. But first, let's head over to the Park Inn by Radisson at Oslo Airport, where this economy adventure begins. After arriving at the hotel, it's time to recharge batteries before my flight to Miami in just 8 hours. The atrium here feels modern and spacious with a bright open design. Relaxed seating areas and world clocks reminded you just how connected this airport really is. For one night before a long-haul flight, this is exactly what you need. Simple, comfortable and only moments from the terminal. Later today, Florida awaits.
This isn't hype. This isn't paid praise. And this definitely isn't influencer travel. This is real travel, real decisions, real consequences. I'm Martin, let's go.
The check-in experience today was very silent, and therefore I'd score this experience 2 out of 5. Norse is built around low fares, meaning you choose the extras that matter most to you. That sounds great in theory, but does it actually work once you're on board? Today I'm flying on the most basic option, Economy Lite. That means hand luggage, a personal item, and a lower upfront price, but meals, checked baggage and several conveniences all cost extra. Later in the flight I'll break down all the free economy ticket types in detail and show you which one actually gives best value. Because sometimes the cheapest fare can become the most expensive mistake. Welcome aboard Norse Atlantic. Here's a fresh, fast overview of what's included when flying long haul in the Norse economy cabin. In economy, your seat is designed for modern comfort, personal storage and generous legroom, and your own entertainment screen packed with hours of movies and TV shows to enjoy from takeoff to London. You'll find a USB-A port and there's also a universal plug socket at each row. Tap the button to cycle between multiple levels from bright and clear to soft and tinted all the way down to a deep, comfortable dim. When it comes to food and drink, Norse gives you complete flexibility. You can pre-order meals before you fly and you can purchase snacks, drinks and extras on board in the Norse marketplace. Simply place your order on screen and your selection is delivered by the crew shortly afterwards. Throughout the cabin, LED mood lighting adjusts across your flight to help you feel refreshed when you arrive. Washrooms are clean, bright and modern and include small baby changing facilities for young families travelling on board. Norse Economy gives you comfort, choice and great value, everything you need to travel long haul your way.
Good morning to all of you from the flight deck. My name is Jake Wright. Pleasure being your captain today. I'm down here by Captain Eric Alvag, together with our senior second officer, Mahar, as part of this will report this flight to Miami. We have fantastic cabin crew with us today, and they're in charge of the safety of the aircraft inside the cabin. We are just doing a little bit of paperwork out here. We also have a little bit of loading that's still going on, although it's departure time. We are trying to do our best to hurry up. However, we do have a short flight time today, so we are expecting to land on time in Miami. Once we're ready, we'll be pushing back, going up to the runway in use, which is called 19 left. It's not a long taxi, but we're heading in the wrong direction towards the south, so we'll do a couple of right turns and then fly towards the coast of northern Canada, then down the coast of the US, and then into Miami. Once the wheels are off the ground, 8 hours and 49 minutes later, we'll put them down Miami. Certainly license to fly conditions along our route today, however, I strongly recommend that you do as we do out here, have your seatbelt fastened wherever seated. Also, please observe the seatbelt sign when the signs illuminate. Do not remember around when the signs are off. For now, I hope you're comfortable. Very welcome aboard.
Taxi, taxi, out of Gardermoen, lined up steady, engines hum. Then the spool that rising sound, power building from the ground. This is the takeoff moment, engines roar, I'm pushed back. That sudden force beneath me, speed is building, can't look back. This is the moment, this is how we rise. Rotation speed, the nose lifts high, leaving Norway in the sky. Cruise reflection settled in at 35, somewhere dim. Long haul dreams at budget price, different worlds in every road tonight. Silent stories, tired eyes, same direction, different lives, all chasing something far away, somewhere warm at the end of May.
Around 30 minutes after departure, the crew begin their duties and the onboard cafe is now open. Ordering is simple, just browse a menu through your in-flight screen, place your order digitally, and a member of the crew delivers it to you at your seat a few minutes later. Today I'm trying the toasty of the day along with French fries. The toasty today was decent enough, warm and filling but nothing memorable. The fries, however, are incredibly thin. Honestly, they look like someone put McDonald's fries on an aggressive weight loss program. Today I'd score my toasty 3 out of 5, I'd score my fries 1 out of 5. Overall, Norse Catering service today a score of 2 out of 5. A quick look inside the onboard toilet, it's clean and tidy overall. There are a few discoloured areas, but that appears more related to lighter Dreamliner materials than cleanliness itself. Something I've seen on many standard Boeing 787 Dreamliner cabins. No major issues here and totally clean. For a low-cost airline, Norse does something many carriers don't. Every seat comes with its own in-flight entertainment screen. That alone is a huge positive. There's a decent range of movies and TV shows, including plenty of older favourites. No major new blockbusters, but considering the ticket price, that's understandable. The biggest disappointment, there's no live moving map. And for aviation fans like me, not knowing where you are over the Atlantic always feels like something is missing. The entertainment on board is reasonable and today I'd score that 3.5 out of 5. Norse currently offers 3 economy ticket types. Economy Lite, which includes a carry-on bag, a personal item, you're in the last boarding group and you can change your ticket for a fee of $200 plus the fare difference. Meals cost extra is $30 for the first meal service and $20 for the second meal service. Checked baggage can only be added at the airport with this ticket type and it costs $85 for your first bag. Online check-in is not available when you fly Economy Lite. The next economy ticket that Norse offer is the Economy Classic ticket. This normally costs around £36 more than the Lite ticket, and honestly this is where the real value begins. You get 23kg checked baggage, your first meal service included. Both of them alone bring a value of $115 compared to the price on the Economy Lite ticket. You're no longer in the last boarding group, you get upgraded to general boarding. You've got the ability to check in online. You can change your ticket for a fee of $125 plus any difference in the ticket fare. This is $75 less than the Economy Lite ticket. So when you consider that it makes changes more cheaper, it includes the first meal service, general boarding and your 23 kilo checked bag, it pays to spend that little bit extra and upgrade to Economy Classic. Economy Flex Extra fare is more designed for people who want the advanced seat selection, priority boarding, a refundable fare as a Norse credit, so if you can't fly you contact them, they give you a Norse credit, and greater flexibility with changes without a change fee. Now the Economy Flex Extra fare can cost sometimes between £150 and £200 more. The Economy Flex Extra ticket does cost considerably more because of the advantages that come with this ticket. But if you're looking for an honest, straightforward ticket to get you across the Atlantic, you want to have a bite to eat on the plane, you want to take a checked bag with you, I'd honestly recommend the Economy Classic ticket. It's by far offers much better value for money, and it will actually save you money rather than paying for these items separately.
Approaching Miami from 40,000 feet. Through scattered clouds, the sunlight breaks free. The coastline wakes, the water turns bright. We're nearly home in the fading light. Gear comes down, that heavy sound. Norse contact, Miami Tower now. Cleared to land, the hour's here. The runway's close, it all feels clear. To Miami sand. Taxi slow toward the gate. Another journey sealed in place. From Oslo skies to Miami view. Thanks for watching, I came through.
The local time here is 2:45 in the afternoon, and stepping outside the late area is going to feel seriously hot compared to Oslo. The check-in experience I thought was very unresponsive, and I scored at 2.5 out of 5. Boarding I scored 3. The onboard cafe I scored 2. The onboard service overall for the flight I'd scored at 4. The entertainment I scored 3.5, and value for money I scored 4. That means it gives the Norse Economy Lite ticket a total score of 19 out of 30 points. For the price, Norse Economy Lite can absolutely make sense. But with extras added up quickly, premium may be the smart move. Would you fly Norse in Economy Lite ticket or pay more for premium?
I'm flying Norse Premium tonight. Orlando out to London flight. Part 2 of this comparison view. From what is cheap to something new. From Oslo down to Miami heat. Now premium cabin, different seat.
Let's get downstairs, checked in, and let's start making our way through the new Terminal C at Orlando International Airport.
Making my way through Terminal C. New space, new feel. It works for me. Chicken smooth, no stress, no wait. A better start before the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a warm welcome aboard this Norse Atlantic 787 flight back to London Gatwick. My name's Steve Harrison, the captain this evening. AZ is joining me on the flight deck, and Mark is in charge of your safety and comfort in the cabin. Well, we're just about ready to go, so that's a little bit ahead of schedule. So as long as there's no aircraft can be taxiing behind us, we should be pushing a little bit ahead of schedule. About a 10 to 15 minute taxi time around to our departure runway, which is the other side of the airfield. But once airborne, our flight time is 7 hours and 20 minutes. That's mainly due to a very strong jet wind and jet stream that's assisting us this evening. The only downside of that is it does actually sometimes create a bit of light puffiness. But hopefully it's generally smooth flying conditions. Weather in Gatwick is not as pleasant as here. We're expecting a bit of like drizzle, but we'll update you just before we commence our descent into London Gatwick. It's US regulations require me to inform you that during this flight today that we would ask you not to congregate in groups in any other cabin, especially around the toilets. We'll also ask you only to use those lavatories dedicated to your own class of service. So thank you very much for your attention, and we're going underway. We'll come back and update you a bit later on. Thank you.
Check-in today was fast, friendly and efficient. No drama, no queues and a smooth start to the journey home. Check-in, I'd score that 3 out of 5.
From what you pay to what you get, from what you pay, you won't forget. Same airline, new feel tonight. Premium cabin feels just right. Hey! Boarding call, it's time to go. The captain, his voice comes soft and low. 7 hours from wheels and flight till Gatwick's runway comes in sight. Premium experience cruising now. The cabin's calm, the crew knows how. They bring drinks with easy charm. Earbuds, eye shades, set my mind at ease. From what you pay to what you get, from what you pay, you won't forget. Same airline, new feel tonight. Premium cabin feels just right. Hey!
Tonight we'll be heading across the Atlantic as Norse 784 bound for London Gatwick. Orlando Airport actually sits on the site of the former McCoy Air Force Base, which is where the airport code MCO comes from. And the scale of this place is enormous. The extra land has allowed Orlando to build new terminals without major disruption to operations. Honestly, airports like London Gatwick Airport and Heathrow Airport would love this much development space. Shortly after departure, the crew came through the cabin offering earbuds, eye masks and headphones. A nice gesture, although the quality is fairly basic and closer to what you'd expect in a standard economy amenity kit. The crew now begin a free meal drink service before dinner is served. And I'm genuinely curious to see what Norse offers in premium, especially departing Orlando where airline catering can sometimes surprise you. I'm told tonight's option is chicken fingers. Let's take a look. Tonight's tray includes mashed potatoes, chicken fingers, vegetables, side salad and a chocolate brownie dessert. Overall, the food was enjoyable. Good flavour, decent portion size and filling enough for a night flight. The biggest weakness was presentation. It all looked a little thrown together in little plastic containers, rather than premium platters. I'd score this meal 3 out of 5. If you're watching and wondering who Norse actually are, Norse Atlantic Airways is a Norwegian low-cost airline that launched in 2022 as travel demand returned after the COVID pandemic. They operate a fleet of Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners aircraft en routes to the USA and Thailand. Many of these aircraft previously flew for Norwegian Air Shuttle, whose long operation ended during COVID. So in many ways, same aircraft, similar strategy, new branding, and Norse was born. The model is simple, low base fares with optional extras added as you go, much like Jetstar, Scoot and Zip Air. One of the unexpected joys of travel is the people you meet. Tonight I got chatting with my seat neighbours in the centre row, fellow YouTubers tripping through adventures. They're visiting London and different parts of the UK for the very first time, and Rich and his wife are both extremely excited. We end up talking right through the night from darkness to daylight. Rich is a top guy and I genuinely wish them an amazing trip, and I'm sure it won't be the only trip they take to the United Kingdom. If I can, I'll leave a link below to their channel. Be sure to check out their USA and their UK content. It really is fantastic. My Norse Premium experience tonight has generally been excellent. The crew have been warm, proactive and visible throughout the flight. Service feels very personal. At the start of the flight, Gary asked how he should refer to me, and I said genuinely Martin is fine. And it just made that whole service on today's flight feel more personal rather than being very robotic. something many larger airlines could learn from. Special shout out to Gary, the purser working in premium tonight, who has helped make this a standout journey. Very much like the economy light ticket that comes with a personal item, a cabin bag, the changeable option for a fee of $200, and the ability to add a bag for $85 at the airport only and not checking online, is the same with the premium light fare. The only difference between the both fares is the price and the seating cabin you're sitting in. The premium classic fare adds more flexibility and does include one 23 kilo chip bag. The first meal service, more opportunity to change your ticket for $125 plus any difference in fare, and you get standard seat selection. And the top tier, being the Premium Flex Extra, is pretty much like the Economy Flex Extra. Same options, different seat, different cabin, different price. My honest advice when comparing the price between what I bid for my ticket and what the advertised fare was, if bidding from economy is available, that can often be the smartest value play of all. Tonight I paid $200, which was far better than the standard £450 upgrade fee. I paid the equivalent of 1/3 of the fare difference and I flew premium all the way back to London Gatwick, and it truly has been an amazing flight. The seats are comfortable, but I give you a full seat tour when we arrive in London Gatwick.
The onboard toilets are clean, accessible, and there is one which is wheelchair accessible for passengers with mobility needs.
Human moment mid-flight, high above where Iceland sleeps. I meet a voice with stories deep. A fellow YouTuber passing through YouTube life just like I do, tripping through adventures. His name, Family Travels, building his lane. From what you pay to what you get. From what you pay, you won't forget. Same airline, a new feel tonight. Premium cabin feels just right. Approach arrival, leaving Ireland, heading down Southampton lights. Gray skies waiting overhead, that familiar feeling starts to spread. So 784 contact tower, you cleared the land. From what you pay to what you get. I've been Martin, thanks for your time.
Overall, this has been a fantastic Norse Atlantic flight. In fact, better than many full-service airlines I've flown on in recent years. Now it's time to score it. So check-in I scored at a 3 out of 5. The boarding experience, 4. The meal on board was scored as 3. Cabin service was 5. Seat comfort was 4.5. And value for money was 5. That gives this Norse Premium Economy light score of 24.5, approximately 5 points more than the economy score. So after flying both cabins, economy light gets you there cheaply, but premium adds comfort, service, space and a much better overall experience. If you can bid successfully like I did, premium may be the best value ticket Norse sells. If I was to give you any advice, purchase a Norse Classic ticket in economy, then make the lowest bid for premium. If the flight's not busy, Norse will most likely accept your bid and you'll get an upgrade for a fraction of the advertised fare. So tell me in the comments, would you choose economy or upgrade to Norse Premium?
Norse's premium cabin is where they shine. Spacious seating, generous recline,
foot rest and a peaceful atmosphere to make the long haul more enjoyable. I'm still a very small channel, so remember, click like, leave a comment and subscribe. Let me know below, and if you've enjoyed this full Norse comparison video, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like aviation headlines, cruise headlines, airline headlines, and find out all the latest travel news, be sure to watch my travel show each Sunday at 7 PM UK time. Throughout the week, I do share travel headlines on YouTube, catch up with the latest headlines, and if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button now, click the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other.